Hello, I'm Andy and I'm reading to you a weekly horoscope from the 29th of April to the 5th of May, and this is for the year 2018 and it's for you coming from Cancer. So let's start with the 29th Sunday, and what a wonderful morning afternoon period you have. Things are going to go perfectly according to plan. You're going to meet interesting people looking for romance. You'll find it as well. Whoever you are with, if everything goes tip-top and happy. So be out and about meeting people. Be out and about where others can help you. And you will see that your morning afternoon period is wonderful. There is one planet in the morning afternoon that brings news from the past to disturb you, or meet people from the past you don't like. So try to tackle that in a very sensitive way, and sensitive mean in a nice way, and you'll be able to cope with it. But these planets of your past and the planets who have been doing something of damage to you, they are very strong in the evening nightfall period, and that's not a good period for you. So if you don't have to be out, go back to the safety of your own home. But if you have to be out, be careful. Something to do with people you know, disappointment, gloominess, frustration, maybe your plans are all cancelled or changed in the evening nightfall period. Anything can happen to be disruptive, and drive carefully as well. And don't drink too much, otherwise all this disruptive stuff becomes even worse for you. Okay, so the day doesn't end well for you at all, the 29th Sunday. The 30th Monday, the start is brilliant and happy. You'll get a lot of good news at your place of work, or if you're in business, you will do very well. And you will have many opportunities coming your way. So you've got to make up your mind and focus on what you want. Is it at your place of work that you need to excel in something, so that your bosses can come to your attention and give you the good news that they want you, and perhaps promotion will be talked about? Is it in business that you are going to make very good contacts? And if you already have those contacts, you can win contracts as well. And so go all out for these contracts. You've got to focus. You can't have everything under the sun in the morning afternoon period. And if it is the romance you want to chase, go for it, you'll get it. Now, evening nightfall is terrible. And one of these planets of the evening nightfall is hanging around in the morning and afternoon period. So you may find that in the morning and afternoon, your temper or your anger or conflict can also come about. But that can be brought under control. It's the evening nightfall that you can't control it. So something said, something done, and you get very angry. Or it could be others behaving that way. Well, you can only control your own horoscope. So evening, nightfall, if you don't have to be out, just go back to the safety of your own home. If you have to be out, tell yourself things can go very wrong for some reason or another. You've got to identify this very early with whoever you are with. And if you are out with the people you work with or do business with, you can't afford to show your temper, you can't afford to be provocative, you can't afford to behave way in that shows aggression. All this will go against you for the future. So be careful how you behave. You need to take the soft touch right throughout the whole evening. And now the 1st of May, Tuesday. And for you in Cancer, it starts quite reasonably well. You'll get good news of something progressing, either more money, either a better position, either support from others so that you can focus and do well in the morning afternoon period. Something good is happening. So focus on what's important. You can meet important people, so go about and communicate with them. Evening, nightfall, very slow, very gloomy, very frustrating. Plans can be cancelled, they can be postponed, you can be dejected. So all those negative things are waiting for you in the evening, nightfall period, and they are going to be there. So you got to plan now. You said Andy has told you all this is possible. Now how do I get around it? Well, try to be happy, try to be accommodating, try to be appreciative, try to be supportive. That way you build up your own base to show that nothing that you do is contributing to this unhappiness. You may meet people of the past which you're not happy with. You may have news of the past not happy with. So there's a bit of gloominess taking place in the evening nightfall period. The 2nd of May, an excellent morning and afternoon period. All the good news you can expect in your place of work or in business. Even before you leave home, everything is so lovely, and you leave home so happy. And at your place of work or in business, you are going to be in control and be very lucky as well. So make use of this morning afternoon period. It's the time for you that success must come in one way or another. Project your ideas, share your plans, ask favors, and you will get them. Evening nightfall I really don't like. Very aggressive planets, very provocative planets are there. And one of these planets will try to get into the morning afternoon session as well. And once in a while you'll be provocative, or you'll have a very sharp tongue or something like that you will say. So remind yourself again and again, morning, afternoon and evening nightfall too, I have to take the soft approach. Use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft, no provocation, and you'll be able to turn the whole day, including that horrible evening and nightfall period that's waiting for you. You'll be able to control it. If you don't have to be out in the evening nightfall, I'd rather you just go back to the safety of your own home, be with the people who love you. Because out there, evening nightfall, conflict is waiting. Words are going to be said, disappointment is going to be seen one way or another, and watch out, don't drink too much, accidents are possible. The 3rd May for you is brilliant and is going to end up quite well too. And so morning, afternoon, such good news at your place of work or in business, or with whoever you are. Happiness is seen. You have many responsibilities going to be put on you. So you're going to feel proud of the status, you're going to be proud of what you do. So concentrate and focus on what's important, whether at your place of work or if you're in business. And if you want to have lunch with the people you love, go right ahead. A bonding of some kind or another wants to happen throughout your whatever you are planning to do. So plenty of things are possible morning, afternoon. Go out and get them, and you will come back with more than a fistful of good luck. Evening nightfall, good, because the morning afternoon planets are going to be there, so they protect you and look after you. They make you a little bit dominating though, don't try to allow that to happen. And evening and nightfall you can meet important people, mix business and pleasure. I see the opportunity of business, making good contacts, getting contracts, getting good news of some kind, getting leads of some kind. So be with the people you love, be with the people you work with or do business with. It's going to end up quite well, except don't be arrogant, don't want the limelight, don't be wanting to take control. The 4th of May doesn't start well for you. This is a Friday, and it doesn't start well for you in the morning afternoon period. Basically, these planets make you a non-cooperative person who wants to do things their own way, and a person who is rebellious, and that's because you don't agree with what the plans are all about. And you will behave like an outsider who does not want to be part of a team. All that is going to create problems for you in the morning afternoon period, whether at work, where you work, or whether in business or with whoever you are. And so it's a very disruptive morning afternoon period, and a bit of the evening as well, early evening. And you got to control this tendency of you being disruptive. So follow the plans already made in the morning afternoon period. Don't want to chop and change and bring your ideas. It'll make others rebellious as well. Just follow the plans, go along with whoever is talking sense, go according to their plans, and you'll get something good done in the morning afternoon period. Evening and nightfall period, very emotional, but they're good. They're some of your best planets there. You may find solutions in the evening nightfall where you couldn't find in the earlier part of the day. And so the evening nightfall provides plenty of good results. Chase for the business, mix business and pleasure. Go out with your colleagues. Go out with the people you love as well. You will have just a nice mixture and a wonderful evening and nightfall period. Now let's go to the 5th Saturday. Very fast planets are seen in the morning, afternoon. So they bring stress, they bring a lot of things to do, and focus is very important, because if you don't, you will have these things you have to do whizzing about in your mind, and we call that a scattering of energy, where you're trying to do 5-6 things at the same time and nothing gets really well done. So get a pen and paper and write down what is important for this morning, afternoon period. And you may write down 5, 6, 7 things, but you'll find that perhaps only one thing is really important for you to do. So just do that. and you'll be able to bring back yourself to a more stable base and at least get your focus on getting your deadlines or your commitments at place of work or in business. Many business planets are there in the morning, afternoon, so it's a Saturday, mixed business and pleasure. It's not a totally bad morning, afternoon period, except that you just have too many things in your mind. So if others want to make the plans of enjoyment, go along with these plans. Sit back and just relax. Don't do any work about it. Let others do the planning. Evening nightfall is excellent, and you really can meet some very important people. And whether for the area of love, whether in business, whether in job, to enhance all these areas, to make them better, be out and about in the evening nightfall period. And you'll be able to do extremely well and be lucky and get the advantage of whatever you wanted to set out to get. And you'll enjoy yourself very much as well. It's the planet of overeating and over-drinking there as well. And try not to get too carried away by all this enjoyment. But you will enjoy yourself evening nightfall period. Don't dominate. That's all I ask for you. Okay? Well, that's the week that was. And now I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I will use your date of birth and time of birth and look at your palms. And I will use all this information to help you get your next 7 or 8 years as right as possible. And so go to Facebook and go to Skype and leave me a message, and let's plan this next 90-minute session. It just cost you USD 50 and you'll get your next 7 or 8 years. And I'll be in detail and I'll give you a lot of solutions as well. Until then, thank you and good luck.